What's going on, everybody? How you doing? Thank you for clicking. Really appreciate it. Right now, I'm in front of Food Bazaar, one of the major supermarkets in New York City, or Brooklyn, New York, mainly. And today is November 1st. Thank you for watching. And we know that the shutdown is still going on. A lot of people are not going to be having their food stamps and stuff, SNAP benefits. And I'm here just to do a little shopping and stuff, just to get a few things. And what I want to do is I want to show you guys how I would shop and how anybody can shop on a budget. Because right now, you know, we're into November, holidays is coming up, and we don't know when the shutdown is going to end. So you just have to be careful and do what you got to do. So I'm gonna enter in the store and I'm gonna show you how I would shop and stuff like that, how I look for sales and stuff. And if you want to do it, you could, or if you even want me to like help you make a plan and stuff like that, budgeting and stuff, and shopping properly, I can do that. So without further ado, let's get to it. All right, so guys, so I am here in Food Bazaar right now, and I'll show you pretty much how it look. All right, this is the fruit section and stuff like that. All right, whole heap of fruits and vegetables and stuff you can buy. The way I like to buy is I like to see things that's on sale. Like, say I like limes, 9 for $2 right there. I will get those if I'm gonna make some lemonade or something like that. They got cantaloupes, bananas, 79 cents a pound and stuff like that. Different types of apples and stuff. Vegetables are in the corner there and stuff. So I would get those things right there. Or I would, you know, pretty much shop in bulk. I would probably get as much as I need. Okay, it's me and my son that I usually would shop for, or I would shop for my family and stuff like that. I try to stay away from things that's not in season or that's not on sale. All right, if you're trying to save money, this is what you got to do. All right, you got to make sure that you buy things only what you need, and if it's on sale. All right, get a circular, like window shop from home. You don't only have to window shop with clothes, you can window shop with food by looking at different circulars and stuff like that, and just to make sure that you guys know what you're getting. Have a plan, write it down. Okay, write a shopping list down and say, okay, this is what I want and this is what I'm gonna get, so that I'll be able to keep on budget, because you don't know when those of my wonderful brothers and sisters who you know receive SNAP, we don't know when you're gonna get your funds. So I just want to make sure that you're safe and don't try to come and you know, shoplift and stuff like that, because they're ready for you. I'm gonna show you at the end of the video how they are prepared and what they're doing to make sure that they'll lock your ass up if you try to do something. But let me show you this market right here and stuff like that. And you know, I do what I gotta do. I get fish, but I don't really get fish from here. And the reason why is because it's a little bit on the expensive side, and I only eat a certain types of fish, like whiting and you know let's say what is it? Yeah, whiting, butterfish, goldfish, croaker, snapper, and stuff like that. So I try to do that. If you guys get some crabs, you know, $5.99, they're alive, holding other crabs in the barrel and stuff like that. So you know you gotta do what you gotta do. This is the meat department, right? All right, so you just gotta make sure, you know, you look, see like this. They got pork spare ribs, $2.99 a pound. Okay, get a big slab and cut it up yourself. Or even if you want to have them cut it up, you got butchers right there and everything. You can have them cut it up for you and stuff, and just do what you got to do so that you could be good and you have enough food set up for a good time. You know what I mean? You do what you got to do. You you know, and make sure, you know, those who like oxtail, you got the oxtail right there and stuff like that, which is very good and stuff. That's a little high for me. I don't really eat oxtail like that all the time, but when I do, I buy in bulk. I buy a big box and I ask them to cut it up, and I give them a few shillings for cutting it up. All right, this is ways that you can save a lot of money. All right, just with meat. Okay, you doing what you gotta do. You making your moves and stuff like that. Okay, when you buying chicken, and there's some chicken right here, you know, you make sure you buy family packs. Family packs right there. Look, $3.99 a pound for chicken wings, drumsticks, $1.49 a pound. And stuff, value packing stuff. You do that, and you make sure that you, like I said, you buy in bulk, and you do what you got to do, and you get your stuff together and stuff like that. Those of us who love rice, okay, I'm a rice eater. You know, my family is from the West Indies. My mom's from Jamaica. My father's from Trinidad and stuff like that. I'll get a 20-pound bag of rice, $14. Now I prefer this type right here. This is Carolina Gold parboiled rice. I prefer parboiled rice and stuff. I usually like to make sure that I wash my rice and stuff. As rice eaters like your boy, wash your rice, okay? Wash it till all that starchy water comes out. You can also save that water. You can save that water, guys, so that you can be able to wash your hair with it and stuff like that. It enriches your hair. You can do a whole heap of things with the water that you as you wash your rice and stuff. You can use that water and stuff. But you know, it's just so much things. Right, camera around, so much things that you can do. You know, you want to shop correctly. You want to make sure that you're doing what you got to do. This is one of the main things that I'm coming for. They got it on sale. My beef patties that I like it's called Caribbean Food Delights. They got it on sale for $12.99. Normally, it's damn near like flipping $18.99 and stuff. So I'm getting about 3 of these big boxes. It's 10 in a box and stuff, and I'm gonna just do what I gotta do. And you know, because me and my son, we like them, and I usually get them from my grandmother, and she like them. She's 87, and my aunt, who's 95, she likes them as well. They're nice and soft and stuff. Once you put them in the oven and you make them, they're nice and soft, and you'll be able to do what you got to do, and you know, make your moves and stuff. So I'm gonna get 2 more boxes and stuff, and go from there. All right. So yeah, so I mean, that's the main thing that I actually came here for. I see that they got sorrel, so you know, Jamaican sorrel. I'm gonna make some sorrel and stuff. See if I can get. I got some I got some Taylor Port at home and stuff like that. I don't really drink like that, but you know, it's but like I said, you know, you look at everything, and you do what you gotta do. You shop. Everything is on sale. Try to stay away from the inner aisles unless you need oil and stuff like that. You know, maybe some sauce that's on sale. Look at circulars, guys. Don't. Now the juices on sale. I would tell you, right, if you want a tight budget, get some sugar and make some lemonade. Or the best thing to do, drink water. Get a zero bottle, get a water filter, and just drink water. All these juices you don't need, is too sweet anyway. A lot of people got diabetes and stuff like that. Why? Because they're drinking all this sugary stuff. You don't need it. But if you want to buy it, you know, get stuff that's on sale. Get little juices like Minute Maid juice. Right there, it says 4 for 10. Let me go into it. It says 4 for 10. Okay? Then you got these right here, the Tropicana juices. What's that? 2 for 6. This is how you have to. You got to make sure that you do what you got to do and get things in order and keep going. But I stay away from the inner aisles and stuff like that. I don't mess with it and stuff. I try to stay on the outside. You know, with meats are. Maybe you might see some juices like this right here. Okay, I might get that and make some pineapple lemonade and stuff like that, and do what I gotta do. I like my yogurt and stuff. I'll stay out here I'm sorry, my good friend. I stay out here and I get the yogurts and stuff. They got yogurt on sale, so I'll probably grab up some of that. They got La Yogurt. I like La Yogurt and Dannon and stuff. I do what I gotta do. I make my moves. I get my detergent and stuff. They got Tide and stuff. Tide Simply is okay. The best is not the red Tide, but you know, it is what it is and stuff. But like I said, I stay away from the inner aisles and I'll be on the outside, and I do what I gotta do, and I make my moves. And you know, I just keep it moving. All right, I just keep it moving. You know, that's how you got to do it. You know, those of you might want some snacks and stuff. You got to be real careful with that. Right now is not the time. Right now is not the time. My wonderful brothers and sisters of all ethnicities who could be suffering, because we don't know when. Like I said, we don't know when the shutdown is gonna end up. It's some milk. Don't get milk in a quart and stuff like that. You know, get the gallon milk. Gallon milk is $4.99. It might be less than where you at, might be more than where you at. But this is just one of the stores that I go to and stuff like that. Try to stay away from certain things that you're gonna be spending a lot of money. And here's one thing, and this is the last hour, but here's one thing that you gotta stay away from: liquor. Stay the hell away from liquor. I know that, my brothers and sisters, I know it's hard out here. I know that you might be thinking like, oh, I'm stressed out. I just need a stress reliever. I'm depressed. I need an antidepressant. Stay the hell away from it. Stay the hell away from it. I'm telling you, please. Because if you don't, it's just going to be chaos. It's going to be more chaos, and you don't need that. All right, you don't need it. So stay the hell away from liquor. Do what you got to do. Make your moves and be good. All right. So I'm about to go and pay for this stuff right here, and I'll get right back to you. All right, guys. I'm back. I just wanted to show you something. In front of the store, see that they got this little tent right here and stuff. I didn't want to show the people. They got a little tent. They got the police right there and stuff like that. They are prepared. They are prepared for things that's going to happen. We don't know. I hope that it doesn't happen. I hope that people don't really think about, stealing and stuff like that, but they are prepared for you. All right. This is just one supermarket. Probably all the major supermarkets are going to be prepared and stuff, but I really hope that the government really do what needs to be done, and don't keep this shutdown going for long, because it's scary. It's scary, guys. But like I said, I just showed y'all, how I do my little shopping and stuff. I spent a total of, I spent a total of $50. All right. I got about 3 boxes of the beef patties I showed you guys before, and I got some hibiscus or sorrel leaves and stuff. I'm gonna make that and just chill and just do what I gotta do. So my brothers and sisters, I just want to thank you so much for watching, especially watching all the way to the end. I know your time is valuable, but you spend it with me. Thank you. If you haven't already, please like the video, make some comments, and subscribe to this channel. All that good stuff will help as I continue to grow on this YouTube platform. I love each and every one of you. Be safe. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Peace.